morning, students. How are you all? I hope everybody are safe at home. Welcome to today's class. Today, let us go with the second unit, A reading, True Height. Before going to get into the lesson, what is the meaning of true height? It is not a measurement, what height it was, something else. It meant to say that a real success or a real achievement in one's life. Yes, so here it is, whenever you put a goal and whenever you have been aimed for something and when you have accomplished in that, when you have got succeeded in achieving your goal, that is called true height. That means a real success or a real achievement. And yes, that is how true height means. And this lesson and the author is David Nastor. Now let us start the lesson. The story talks about the feelings of an athlete who pursues his dream. Read about a nerve-wracking day in Michael Stone's life as he prepares to take the ultimate test of his sports career. It is an awe-inspiring achievement that will leave you breathless. So, dear students, this is a story of a person, one of the sportsmen. His name, what is his name? Michael Stone. What is his name? Michael Stone. That was an awe-inspiring uh, personality, and that whatever the time that he has been participated in one of the competition, really that was a very inspiring time and an inspiring day. What is that? Let's see. An inspiring achievement as well in the life of Michael Stone, which was so inspiring to others. Now let's. His palms were sweating. He needed a towel to dry his grip. A glass of ice water quenched his thirst but hardly cooled his intensity. The astroturf he sat on was as hot as the competition he faced today at the National Junior Olympics. The pole was set at 17 feet. That was 3 inches higher than his personal best. Mighty Stone confronted the most challenging day of his pole vaulting career. The stands were still filled with about 20,000 people, even though the final race had ended an hour earlier. The pole is truly the glamorous event of any track and field competition. The sportsman combines the grace of a gymnast with the strength of a bodybuilder. Pole vaulting also has the elements of flying, and the thought of flying as high as a two-story building is a mere fantasy to everyone watching such an event. Today, it is not only Michael Stone's reality and dream, it is his quest. So, dear students, his warm palms were sweat. These are called palms. These are called palms. Yes, it was sweating. So, whenever you are in tense, whenever you feel something going to happen, which is very tense and everything, whenever you are excited for something, then automatically you feel sweat. You feel it, you yourself feel sweat in your body. Right here it is as that Michael Stone, he is the first year it is Michael Stone. So as Michael Stone was very tensed, his palms had become so sweaty. Yes, so he needed a towel to dry his hands. And as well as he was feeling very thirsty, he was in need of a cold water which will quench his thirst. Quench means nothing but satisfy. Yes, so even though he wanted to have some water to make himself cool, but he was feeling a bit tensed. Here it is intensity, quality of being tense. So intense. That means what? But hardly cool his intensity. That means what? He could not. Still he was feeling a bit tense. Yes, still he was feeling a bit tense. And the astroturf. Actually, what is the meaning of astroturf? A type of artificial grass surface used especially for sports grounds. Generally, might be we might have seen that the ground in the sports ground you will find as astroturf. Nothing but it is an artificial grass bed, not a natural growing grass bed. It is an artificial grass bed. So where he had sat, how was that? He was feeling very hot, as as hot as the competition. That means what? As hot as the competition. That means what? It meant to say that the competition was very exciting and tough. The competition was very tough. And what was the event? That was the event, that is National Junior Olympics. So what was the event? National Junior Olympics. Where was he right then? He was in National Junior Olympics. Yes, and the pole was set at 17 feet. He was a pole vaulter. He was a pole vaulter. Actually, what is the meaning of pole vault? A sport in which you see a long pole to swing over a high barrier. Here it is. You can see that this it's a barrier. It has been set to a particular height, and the sportsman should fly over that bar using a long stick. Using a long stick. And what was the height that bar had set? The bar had been set for 17 feet height. It has been set 17 feet height, and that was the 3 inches higher than his personal best. Actually, Michael Stone, he was very good at to fly over to particular height, but for his particular height, it has been set 3 inches above. Yes, it has been set 3 inches higher than his personal best. But Michael Stone confronted the most challenging day. He confronted it. What is the meaning of confronted? To deal with a problem or difficult situation. So, though the bar was set very high, but still he wanted to take the challenge and he wanted to fly over it. And that was the challenging day of his pole vaulting career. He had been competed for many times as a pole vaulter, but at that moment, as the bar was set 3 inches higher than his personal best, but still he was very strong that to fly over that height, whatever had been set 3 inches higher than his personal best. The stands were filled with around how many people? 20,000 people. Yes, stands mean nothing but a stadium. So in the stadium, how many people were there? Around 20,000 people were there. Around 20,000 people were there. And on that day, the final match was ended 1 hour earlier. Now, the pole vaulting is a truly a glamorous event. It was a glamorous event where it is so exciting event. Yes, it was a very exciting event in any kind of a competition. Here it is. The sportsman combines the grace of a gymnast with the strength of a bodybuilder. Here, sportsman. Sportsman means who here it is? The pole vaulter. The person who is participating in a pole vaulter event is called pole vaulter. So, this pole vaulter should have the qualities of two. What is that? As a gymnast and as a bodybuilder, in which he has to be had the quality of gymnast in the flexibility, body flexibility. So he should maintain a flexible body, as well he should have the strength as a bodybuilder. So every pole vaulter should have two qualities. That means he should have a flexible body as a gymnast and as a strong body as a bodybuilder. So pole vaulter should have two qualities, as a gymnast and as a pole vaulter. So in the flexibility, in the maintenance of flexible body, gymnast, and maintaining a strong, nothing but strength, like a bodybuilder. And pole vaulting, actually what is the Pole vaulting, it is the element of flying, nothing but it is an element, it is an act of flying over something. It is an act of flying over something. And here it is. And what was the height that they had to fly over? Around a two-storied building. Around the two-storied building. To the height of two-storied building, they have to fly over it using a long ball. Today, it is not only Michael Stone's reality and dream, it is his quest. Yes, so really that was a very people will it is a mere fantasy to everyone. Really flying over to the height of two-story building. Really, it is so it is so fantastic. It is a fantasy. What is the meaning of an act of imagining things. So really that is we cannot imagine a person flying over two-storied height. Yes, so that was a really very exciting for everyone. And here it is, that was the day is not only Michael Stone's reality and dream, it is his quest. So that was not Michael Stone's reality and dream. That was not his, not only his dream. Actually, that was his quest. A long search for something that gives you happiness. That is not for anything. Really, that was his a long time dream, a long time dream which gives him more happy, which gives him more happy. So here, dear students, so this is all about today's class, and we'll continue the class. We will continue the same story in the next class. Dear students, I hope you have understood that. Thank you.